starting it. I'm starting it. Oh shoot, I forgot to put the music. No. Oh god. We're already live. No, I'm rusty. I am rusty. Gamers, I'm rusty.
Bienvenidos a todos.
James is here with me, accompanying me in my my decline into madness. That's what's happening today. Today, guys.
I'm a clinical psychologist documenting the mental state of streamers these days.
Exactly. He's here for science and science only. Hello guys, It's been a while. I'm glad. I'm so bad at at like telling people when the heck I'm gonna stream. I just like do it one day. Sometimes I miss a few days. Let's forget about that. That's not real.
But we're here now. How's
exactly.
it going, people?
We're here. We're chilling. One day before Halloween. Let's go.
Spooky season, gamers.
Exactly. The spooks, magooks, the scaries. let me hold on. Let me fucking okay. I mean, let me freaking sorry, I forgot I'm on YouTube. No cursing. My bad. Look at the thumbnail.
Oh heck.
Look at the thumbnail, guys. Look at that. Spent like 8 hours on it, like I always do on the thumbnails for no reason. It's just I'm losing my mind. Okay, look. Thumbnail. Great. Let's go. Halloween season. Happy Halloween. Yes. Oh, that's tomorrow. It's early. Happy early Halloween.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Run shivers down your spine. Let's not sing. We're gonna get copyrighted. Our singing's way too good.
Yes. Of course.
Immediately DMCA. Take down notice. Look at spooks. Oh, you guys got jump scared. Oh, you saw that? Ooh, scary.
Oh, spooky. Ooh.
Marina said, minus your children have fire. No, get your freaking fire out of here. What do you have fire for? Alright, we're gonna freaking be doing a doodle stream today, guys. We haven't done a doodle stream in a long time, and my apology. I'm sorry if my gosh dang. I'm sorry if
frick.
Yeah, frick. I'm sorry if the face rig is being weird. Ignore that if I start tweaking. Just pretend it's not a thing. Okay, we're starting it. Alright, the one condition for the request, okay? They have to be spooky. Something with Halloween. I don't care if you guys are making me dudes kiss or whatever. They just have to be scary. Or some aspect
It has to be a very scary situation the dudes are kissing at.
Exactly. They could be kissing at a cemetery next to a dead body. A skeleton? Who knows?
It could be two gay murderers kissing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Enderwalk.
2 of Michael Myers kissing.
2 of Michael Myers making out, tongue and all.
Yep. I'm giving my dog some food at the moment. Hey,
Bingo the Wolf said Enderwalk. Oh yeah, freaking James is out here being a good dog dad. Out here walking his dog. Giving his dog food. Enderwalk
doggy
Rambo.
food.
That's a good one. What the hell's a drawing stream is fun though. Yeah, if you guys, I know I've been doing like a lot of Minecraft streams recently. It's because Minecraft is fun, but I feel like I've been having a lot of art block, right? And I'm trying to like get out of it. I'm trying my best to not be such a bad artist, because like for those who come from the Minecraft streams and that's like the only interaction you have from me, I do art before Minecraft, and like that's how most people found my channel. So it's like, yeesh, I'm out here slacking at being a good artist and a freaking YouTuber. I gotta get on that. I think I'm gonna do the Enderwalk Rambo. I've never drawn him in my life before, so if he comes out not good, I'm not liable. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some more good requests. Mine is, how about a Rambo and Tubbo vibing next to any dead bodies? That sounds fun. Skeppy as a ghost and badass Skeppy. Oh, we did. I'm pretty sure last Halloween or the last Doodle stream we did some Bad Boy Halo and Skeppy. I think a Rambo would be a nice like change of pace. Dream Team TikToker. What? Trick or treating? Oh, with Sabnap third wheeling. Okay, that's a good one too. Minus you're not a bad artist, don't say that. No, okay, I'm not a bad artist. It's just that like I'm not good at being not consistent per se, but just not posting the things that I do draw. How do people draw Rambo? How do people draw Rambo? How do people draw this Enderman guy thing? I've never drawn him. Minus your you're freaking good art, bro. You're minus God. Thank you. You guys are flattering me. You guys are flattering me. No, that's not. You guys, I'm gonna get a big head. My head's gonna be the size of a freaking watermelon. You guys keep hyping me up. I'm gonna Oreo dude with the crown. Oh shoot, I'm trying to like. Okay, so his nose. I seen people draw Rambo with like out a nose and without a mouth, but I'm gonna try to do this. I guess. So Walk Rambo has like purple eyes, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Well, that's how I see most people draw him. Y'all keep hyping minus up. No, don't hype me up. Artist, my head's gonna be huge. Don't do this to me. Okay, I need to look up a reference. Hold up, I'm gonna pull up a reference real quick, guys. Give me a second. Just so I know what the heck I'm doing. Sorry. References are important to do art. Okay, if you don't use references, your art ain't gonna look that great. Sad to say, but it's the truth. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to make him look spooky, but if it doesn't, I guess rip to me, whatever. I want to use like a really good thingy. Like a good... A lot of this has like dramatic lighting, which is good. I'm just trying to see what I should base it off of. Give me a second, it's taking a while. A lot longer than I intended it to. Hold up guys. I can't see what you're saying to me. Sheesh, don't say anything. I'll use this one. This is a nice... I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna pull it up on stream. Just so I could see it. I'm gonna use this. This is a good picture. Who did this art? No, we gotta credit the artist who did this. Des? Or is that just... Okay, guys. If you guys know the artist, say it, because I'm not gonna be out here not giving people credit. Whoever did this is amazing. Amazing artist. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna use that as a reference. Because I don't know how Rambo looks like. Oh my god, what are you guys talking about? Rambo has bad mouth, basically, and yeah, purple eyes. Yeah. I'm gonna use this as his thing. I'm gonna cut it down just so I could see the... This is amazing art, by the way. Freaking, I would try to look for the artist a lot more, but it was a Pinterest thing. I just googled whatever came up. So whoever did this is amazing, obviously. Cut. Just gonna take that off. Just so I can have like a... Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Mr. Rambo, Mr. Boob. Too late, I already helped my wife. What the heck are you guys talking about? I like how for whatever rambling mess is going on when I'm saying stuff, you guys are over here having your whole like I don't know, freaking arcs, freaking storyline going down under there. Oh shoot, wrong layer. I want to make him look spooks. I gotta try that. This is where the challenge comes in, okay? Cause I usually draw cute things, so when it comes to like drawing scary things, I'm bad at it. Let me see. And also drawing while running my gums is also difficult. So I'm gonna try not to be as like not too focused. I am gonna like look back.
If you want to concentrate, I can read a story to chat.
Oh my god, please, James, please.
Chat, do you want me to read you something?
Is it spooky? Is it spooky?
I could read you guys a spooky story.
Yo, let's get a spooky. Let's get spookies. Oh, they're all saying yes, I think. Yeah, you're saying yes. They're saying go ahead. Let's go.
Alright, let me find a spooky story.
James the storyteller for the win. Let's go. Spooky story, guys.
Okay.
Hello, what have I missed? James is gonna tell us a spooky story while I concentrate. He saw me out here struggling. He's like, all right, let me take the wheel for a second. Yeah, we're gonna get a spooky story. Let's go. It's gonna be very scary.
This is The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow.
Ooh.
Also known as the story of the Headless Horseman.
Ooh. Okay.
Does it give me all of the story here? Oh, this is a long story. Gee dang.
Let's go. Drink some water, bucko, because you better be running them gums for a second.
Oh, I think this is the whole thing. Okay, so it's 61 pages.
God damn. Let's see how far we get before we get bored.
Yeah.
Okay, legit.
Alright. Okay. The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, from the Sketchbook of Washington Irving. Published for the University Press by Harper and Brothers, New York. The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, found among the papers of the late Diedrich Knickerbocker. Cool guy. Okay. It's a little forward. A pleasing land of drowsy bead it was, of dreams that wave before the half-shut eye, and of gay castles in the clouds that pass.
Oh my god.
Forever flushing round the summer sky. minus is for the gay castles.
Let's go. We win these, boys. We win these.
Okay, here we go. The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
In the bosom of one of these spacious coves which indent the eastern shore of the Hudson, at that broad expansion of the river dominated by the ancient Dutch navigators, the Tappan Zee, in where they always prudently shortened sail and implored the protection of St. Nicholas when they escaped. There lies a small market town or rural port, which by some is called Greensboro, but which is more generally and properly known by the name of Tarrytown. This name was given it, as we were told, in former days, by the good housewives of the adjacent country, from the inveterate propensity of their husbands to linger around the village tavern on market days. Okay, just to let you know, the story was written in 1820, so they're gonna be talking about housewives and stuff.
This is the true scariness. Is the misogyny?
Yes, that is part of the spooky.
Ooh, let's go.
It's a really old story.
We're gonna be oppressed, gamers. We're gonna get oppressed.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go, the patriarchy.
Yes, let's go.
Alright. From the inveterate propensity of their husbands to linger about the village tavern on market days. Be that as it may, I do not vouch for the fact, but merely advert to it. for the sake of being precise and authentic. Not far from this village, perhaps about 3 miles, there is a little valley, or rather lap of land among high hills, which is one of the quietest places in the whole world. A small brook glides through it, with just murmur enough to lull one to repose, and the occasional whistle of a quail or tapping of a woodpecker is almost the only sound that ever breaks upon the uniform tranquility. I recollect that, when a stripling, my first exploit in squirrel shooting was in a grove of tall walnut trees that shades one side of the valley. I had wandered into it at noontime, when all nature is peculiarly quiet, and was startled by the roar of my own gun as it broke the Sabbath stillness around, and was prolonged and reverberated by the angry echoes. If ever I should wish for a retreat whither I might steal from the world and its distractions, and dream quietly away the remnant of a troubled life, I know of none more promising than this little valley. From the listless repose of the place and the peculiar character of its inhabitants, who were all descendants of the original Dutch settlers, this sequestered glen has long been known by the name of Sleepy Hollow, and its rustic lads are called Sleepy Hollow Boys throughout all the neighboring country.
Let's go to Sleepy Hollow Boys.
Sleepy Hollow Boys! Let's go!
The iconic
A drowsy,
gang.
dreamy, yes, a drowsy, dreamy influence seems to hang over the land and to pervade the very atmosphere. Some say that the place was bewitched by a high German doctor during the early days of the settlement. Others, that an old Italian chief, the prophet or wizard of his tribe, held his powwows there before the country was discovered by Master Hendrik Hudson. Certain that it is that the place still continues under the sway of some witching power that holds a spell over the minds of the good people, causing them to walk in continual reverie. They are given to all kinds of marvelous beliefs, are subject to trances and visions, and frequently see strange sights and hear music and voices in the air. The whole neighborhood abounds with local tales, haunted spots, and twilight superstitions. Stars shoot and meteors glare oftener across the valley than in any other part of the country, and the nightmare, with her whole ninefold, seems to make it the favorite scene of her gambols. The dominant spirit, however, that haunts this enchanted region and seems to become commander-in-chief of all the powers of the air, is the apparition of a figure on a horseback without a head. It is said by some to be the ghost of the Hessian trooper, whose head had been carried away by a cannonball in some nameless battle during the Revolutionary War, and who is ever and anon to see by the country folk hurrying around in the gloom of night as if on the wings of the wind. His haunts are not confined to the valley, but extend at times to adjacent roads, and especially to the vicinity of a church that is at no great distance. Indeed, certain of the most authentic historians of those parts, who have been careful in collecting and collating the floating facts concerning the specter, allege that the body of the trooper has been buried in the churchyard. The ghost rides forth to the scene of the battle in nightly quest of his head, and the rushing speed with which he sometimes passes along the hollow like a midnight blast is owing to his being belated and in a hurry to get back to the churchyard before daybreak. Such is the general purport of this legendary superstition, which has furnished materials for many a wild story in that region of shadows, and the specter is known at all the country firesides by the name of the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. It is remarkable that the visionary propensity I have mentioned is not confined to the native inhabitants of the valley, but is unconsciously imbibed by everyone who resides there for a time. However wide awake they may have been before they reached that sleepy region, they are sure, in a little time, to inhale the witching influence of the air, and begin to grow imaginative, to dream dreams, and see apparitions. I mention this peaceful spot for all possible laud, for it is in such little retired Dutch valleys found here and there embosomed in the great state of New York, that population, manners, and customs remain fixed, while the great torrent of migration and improvement, which is making such incessant changes in other parts of this relentless country, sweeps by them unobserved.
I feel
They're like
I was gonna say,
what?
I feel like it's a bit awkward to read. Like,
it is. This is like kind of old English.
How are you guys feeling about this story? Just, I mean, I would listen to it. James has such a nice voice, but like, I don't know. I feel like
You want a different story?
Can we read creepypastas?
Can we read creepypastas?
Can
That's a great idea.
And can we laugh at how shitty they are? Or if they're actually scary? Because I feel like it's more.
Yeah. This one's sort of like a 60-page, 60-page slog.
Yeah, that's what I
through
mean.
1820s English.
It's a bit slow paced, so it's like we're not gonna.
It is.
All night. I mean,
Okay.
I was enjoying it, but
I'm on creepypasta.com.
okay. It's just
Let's see.
We should read creepypasta fanfiction.
Top ranked creepypastas.
Yes, let's go. Urban legends. Ooh, urban legends also be a good one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you want it's creepypastas or urban legends? I feel like urban legends do kind of hold a little bit more weight to them because you're like, ooh, it could be real. It could be real.
Ooh.
Who knows?
Urban legends.
And then creepypastas are like, yeah, this freaking 12-year-old just made this up on a whim.
Okay. Spooky urban legend.
Spookies. Somebody suggested La Llorona. Do you know what the La Llorona is?
Isn't that a ghost?
Have you not heard the actual legend? Ooh, you should read that one.
Is that the one about like the? Okay, I'll read about La Llorona.
Yeah, Beep Boop suggested that one. That's a good one.
The weeping woman or the wailer.
Yeah.
Is a ghost who roams waterfront areas mourning her children whom she drowned.
No, but read the legend. I'm pretty sure this is a story.
Okay.
Right? There should be one. Let's go. Reina's drawing me as La Llorona. Let's go.
All right.
I try to make this Rambo spooky, guys. Okay, I think this is as far as this is gonna go. Give me some suggestions before James starts reading again, so I can work on it. How do you guys feel about this Rambo? I could clean it up after stream, but I think I kind of actually like the messy lines. Really gives to it the like spooky vibes. Yeah, how you guys feeling about it? Yeah. Suggestions? Because I think this is as far I'm gonna take this, or else I'm just gonna like make a whole illustration. So send in some spooky requests. Type it in, please. I beg. Give him the eyes. Ooh. I don't know how to do that. I don't know freaking Enderman walk. Spider on shoulder? Okay, we could do a little spider on his shoulder. Oh, frick. But it's spooky. Ooh, big spider on his shoulder. But something that I could draw. I guess we could add to this, but I feel like everybody can get their individual ideas in. Oh shoot, wrong thing. Oh.
Okay, I can't find like I'll just, it's a pretty short.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have the Wikipedia of it. I also have like a History Today article about it.
Oh, okay. There's not
is there like is there like a tale of it?
Yes, there is a tale. There has to be a tale. There has to be one.
Tale. I'm looking for it. Story. Oh, there's a song.
Yes, history class. I guess. I don't know if they want the history or not. I mean, it's because the tale is like explanatory. It's not that complicated, but I feel like there should be like an actual.
Okay, I found something pretty good.
Ooh, okay,
I found something. La Llorona, weeping woman of the Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
The legend of La Llorona, Spanish for the weeping woman, has been part of the Hispanic culture in the Southwest since the days of the conquistadors. The tall, thin spirit is said to be blessed with a natural beauty and long, flowing black hair. She wears a white gown and roams the rivers and creeks, wailing into the night and searching for children to drag, screaming, to a watery grave. No one knows when the legend of La Llorona began from or where it originated. Though the tales vary from source to source, the common thread is that she is the spirit of a doomed mother who drowned her children and spends eternity searching for them in rivers and lakes. La Llorona, christened Maria, was born to a peasant family in a humble village. Her startling beauty captured the attention of both the rich and the poor men of the area. She was said to have spent her days in her humble peasant surroundings, but she would don her best white gown in the evenings and thrill the men who admired her in the local fandangos. My bad.
Fandangs. Fandog moment, let's go.
Fandog moment. The young men anxiously waited for her arrival, and she reveled in the attention that she received. However, La Llorona had two small sons who made it difficult for her to spend evenings out and often left them alone while she cavorted with the gentlemen during the evenings. One day, the two small boys were found drowned in the river. Some say that they drowned through their neglect, but others say that they may have died by her own hand. Another legend says that La Llorona was a caring woman full of life and love who married a wealthy man who lavished her with gifts and attention. However, after she bore him two sons, he began to change, returning to a life of womanizing and alcohol, often leaving her for months at a time. He seemingly no longer cared for the beautiful Maria, even talking about leaving her to marry a woman of his own wealthy class. When he did return home, it was only to visit his children, and the devastated Maria began to feel resentment towards the boys. One evening, as Maria was strolling with her 2 children on a shady pathway near the river, her husband came by in a carriage with an elegant lady beside him. He stopped and spoke to his children but ignored Maria, and then drove the carriage down the road without looking back. After seeing this, Maria went into a terrible rage, turning against her children, and she seized them and threw them into the river. As they disappeared downstream, she realized what she had done and ran down the bank to save them, but it was too late. Maria broke down into inconsolable grief, running down the street screaming and wailing. The beautiful Llerona mourned them day and night. During this time, she would not eat and walked along the river in her white gown, searching for her boys, hoping they would come back to her. She cried endlessly as she roamed the river banks, and her gown became soiled and torn. When she refused to eat, she grew thinner and appeared taller until she looked like a walking skeleton. Still a young woman, she finally died on the banks of the river. Not long after her death, her restless spirit began to appear, walking the banks of the Santa Fe River when darkness fell. Her weeping and wailing became a curse of the night, and people began to be afraid to go out after dark. She was said to have been seen drifting between the trees along the shoreline or floating on the current with her long white gown spread out upon the waters. On many a dark night, people would see her walking along the riverbank and crying for her children. And so they no longer spoke to her as Maria, but rather La Llorona, the weeping woman. Children were warned not to go out in the dark, or La Llorona might snatch them, throwing them to their deaths in the flowing waters. Though the legends vary, the apparition is said to act without hesitation or mercy. The tales of her cruelty depends on the version of the legend you hear. Some say that she kills indiscriminately, taking men, women, and children, whoever is foolish enough to get close enough to her. Others say she is very barbaric and kills only children, dragging them screaming to a watery grave. When Patricio Lugan was a boy, he and his family saw her on a creek between Mora and Guadalupita.
Guadalajara?
Guadalupita,
Oh, Guadalupita.
New Mexico.
Okay.
As the family was sitting outside talking, they saw a tall, thin woman walking along the creek. She then seemed to float over the water, started up the hill, and vanished. However, just moments later, she reappeared much closer to them, and then disappeared again. The family looked for footprints and, finding none, did not doubt that the woman they had seen was La Llorona. She has been seen along many rivers across the entire Southwest, and the legend has become part of Hispanic culture everywhere. Part of the legend is that those who do not treat their families well will see her, and she will teach them a lesson. There's a bunch of other stories about reported sightings.
Yeah. Spooky. It's spooky.
Spookers.
La Llorona.
La Llorona. But that's the basic gist of it.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? Ain't she psycho? Alright. I don't know, man.
Alright.
La Llorona is pretty freaking spooky.
She pretty spookers.
Yeah, cause supposedly too, like you know if she's near, if she's like if you hear like a loud woman like crying, like looking for her children, so she'd be like, so what people would say, she would be like, "Ay, mis hijos," and that's like that's her thing for her saying. And she's saying, "Oh, my children" in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, spooky spooks. What's another good one?
Spookers. Yeah, what's another good one? Here, I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, put in the chat what you want me to read. Any urban legends that you want to know about.
Yes, guys, do that. While Dreams goes, I don't know, do something. Anyways. Anyways, guys, the Llorona is freaking spooky. I got a story. Since James was out here educating us on the Llorona, I have some not experience with it, but like my sisters have experienced something with the Llorona, or as they say, right? Ooh, Japanese urban legends is also good, right? So like. So I'm gonna set up the scene. I'm an awful storyteller, but I'm gonna try my best. So they said that, so we were in Mexico, right? We were just chilling. They were just chilling, not me. I'm not a part of the story. I wasn't there at the time. Okay. And so she was, my sister were staying over in Mexico, right? And it's sort of like this part of Mexico that's like not necessarily well off, so there's like, you know, it's whatever. Things in Mexico are a lot tougher than they are in the United States, but they said that there was late at night, and they were already like telling each other like spooky things, like scary things to like freak each other out, and they were watching like scary videos. And so all of a sudden, right, one of my sisters hears from the balcony, because there's this balcony, they hear like a distant cry saying, it's so like mis hijos, like they hear this like wailing first, actually, so it's like a distant like ah, and they said it gets louder, so it gets louder, it goes like like, you know, pitches up. I would do it, but I can't do it. And then they hear like, and like things starts to feel weird, right? Everybody like tenses up and they don't know what to do. They're like, what the heck? What is going on? As one does when that happens. And like at first they didn't believe like that was going on, right? Like, oh yeah, the Llorona, she's fake, she's not real, yada yada yada. But then they hear it get even like louder, like it's like right, they feel like, they said it felt like it was right next to their ear. And so this is when they freak out and they all start like shaking and crying, and like, I don't know, it just gets intense. I feel like if they were here to describe it, they would tell it like way better, because obviously they had first-hand experience. I can't imagine the actual fear they were going through as they heard some random like wailing in the background. Was that story supposed to make us feel fear? Because I don't feel anything about that story. Yeesh. Yeah, maybe it's just because like we were raised on that. I don't know, I was raised on it, being Hispanic, on the Llorona. So when they would like turn off the lights and they would tell you that this freaking crazy wacko was gonna come get you if you're being bad, it's sort of like messes with your little kid mind. That's why I feel like it's so terrifying to me, anyways. Minus, can I draw the children as the chat? Is that okay? I don't know, you wouldn't drown us, but still. Yeah, sure, yeah, draw you guys as the kids being murked by me, I guess. Oh, I know, yeah, Tati was supposed to be here for us. Originally the thumbnail had Tati, but Tati has to do things. This is so sad. This is so sad for us. I know.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello, Mr. Storyteller.
Hello.
I seen people suggest, somebody said Japanese urban legends. Let me see. They're saying creepypasta fanfics.
Creepypasta fanfics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
okay.
or SCP stories. You know, the SCP Foundation thing?
Yeah, SCP stories.
Yeah. Yes, you can draw me as a vampire, George Not Found. If you guys want to do fan art, you guys are welcome to. 100%. I love and appreciate every bit of fan art I get. I don't know, which one do you want to do, James, though? What sounds the most intriguing to you?
I mean, SCP has a lot of stuff.
Yeah?
But like urban legends is like more spooky, because like you could believe it or not believe it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
What's a good urban legend? I know Bloody Mary's a big one, but it's sort of like the Llorona, I think, right?
I think it's a different tale.
Really? I don't know
It's-
the lore. I don't know the lore to freaking the Bloody Mary story. I just know it's a woman that if you say her names 3 times in the bathroom, she's gonna come and get you.
All right. Let's see. I'm skimming it right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hell no, I'm bad at doing fan art. Hey, no worries. No worries. You don't gotta. It's a good... Oh, I know a good SCP story. Suggested? Junarfan said, oh, I missed you. Sorry for not being here, actually. I was passing some hard stuff and I couldn't be here. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. You guys are not obligated to be here. Whenever you guys can be, that's just enough for me, okay? Don't feel pressured. You know, you guys are not hurting my feelings. I appreciate every one of you guys. Take care of yourself first. This is one big tip that I got. I'm trying to make like a cemetery. I think I'm done with the Rambo thing. Somebody give me something else to draw. I don't know what else to add. Maybe I'll do a big spider web.
All right, I'm gonna read like an SCP thing.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, crap. Oh, that's cool.
What? What's cool?
It's like an interactive thing
Ooh.
on the SCP Foundation. Okay, item number SCP-012-EX. Object class. Explained. Special containment procedures. No answer. The original file for the SCP-012-EX has been deleted due to containing fabricated evidence and to inhibit attempts to waste Foundation resources in replicating the tests. The previous warning on this file read, "The file must not be read in the dark. Please ensure your environment is sufficiently well lit before proceeding.
Ooh.
May be disregarded."
Ooh, scary.
Description: SCP-012-EX is the paranoid sensation that one is being stalked by some form of unseen malicious entity, typically up to one or more flights of stairs, in low light conditions. SCP-012-EX is common in children and in teens and may persist until adulthood. It is more prevalent in Western cultures, primarily being experienced in suburban settings. Before its redesignation as explained, SCP-012-EX referred to malevolent entities which manifest in close proximity to a human target in dark and poorly lit areas when the subject is alone. The previous iteration further clarified, quote, "Approximately 1/3 of humans possess an innate ability to sense the presence of their SCP-012-EX," unquote. There was no data to support this claim. Through neural imaging and interviews with affected persons in recent years, SCP-012-EX has been proven to be merely a combination of various fears such as terraphobia and climactophobia. Further, the sensation can be exacerbated by the consumption of horror media. It is likely due to this last fact that the falsified documents dated, quote, SCP-012 appear with more regularly near persons actively panicking or who are feeling fearful and paranoid. It is unknown why these persons are seemingly preferred, but it should be noted that those which dwell on thoughts pertaining to their SCP-012 instances coincide with instances presenting with higher degrees of clarity and definition while under indirect observation. So like this SCP is the feeling that you are being watched like in the dark, like going upstairs or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember like that? I know that's happened to me. I know I've done that. I've ran upstairs fast.
You turn off all the lights and you just book it.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
I've done that before.
That's the worst. That's the worst feeling. Oh god. Yeah. You're fucking ready for your life out there.
Yeah.
Yes. For people who just joined the streams, I'm drawing and James is telling us spooky stories to get us in the mood for tomorrow, for the Halloweeny scary, the Halloweeny pepperini day. Ooh, is there any other good SCPs one?
Yeah, I haven't been on SCP, so I'm just looking at this right now. Wow, some of these are like the websites that they make.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole like this one is modeled like it's an old-time computer.
Ooh, fancy.
Like it's like click here to access accessibility mode in like red and white. It's all red and white, and it's all blocky text like old computers.
Ooh.
And it says, "Welcome, William Miller. This anomaly currently presents no danger to you. Please ensure the following. 1. You have informed all close family and acquaintances of your love for them and have made any or all amends. 2. Representatives from either HR or legal department are in possession of a binding and valid will. The named executor must be a member of Foundation staff. 3. You have accepted that further access to this terminal will result in your immediate termination. 4. You are aware and accept that your termination will be excruciating. Please log in again to confirm."
Ooh.
Login WMiller119, password, whatever. Should I click login, guys? Should I click login?
Ooh. Should he do it? Should he do the thing? Let's see. Oh no. Stream delay. Yes, they want you to log in.
Yes. The SCP that I'm reading right now is called Tattletale.
Let's go, do it, gamerman. Tell us if you die. James dies.
Log in, bro, no fear, we are poggers. Alright. I'm clicking login. Time remaining 28 minutes. It's a countdown. 28 minutes, 29, 28. Okay. There's a box in which it says there's a flashing warning sign. A warning dash danger and those little exclamation marks and triangles in a flashing red box with white text. And inside this box says the contents of this cell, including this terminal and all personnel in the vicinity, have been permanently isolated and contained. Mobile task force members have been notified of your location and remain on standby. Please proceed to documentation immediately. And the bottom, flashing white text in a black box, says threat entity approaching rapidly. Official documentation. Item number, Tattletale. Object class, uncontained. Special containment procedures. Only one terminal, located within Site-119, will be given complete access to edit and read the contents of this file. Terminal used to access this file has been air-gapped from any immediate networks to ensure isolation. One terminal heartbeats. All members of the MTF-Epsilon 99 parentheses quote no names end quote end parentheses are to be stationed at the sole entrance point leading to the containment cell. Members are to retain significant popularity amongst Site-119 staff via weekly surveys and remain expendable at any time. There's a picture of the last captured image of the Tattletale entity taken by target victim whilst fleeing. I'll DM that to you, Minus, if you want to show that on stream.
Wait, what? The thing?
Yeah, there's a picture of entity Tattletale.
Okay, send it. I could show. Ooh,
okay.
This is spooky. Okay. Wait.
This is the last captured image of Tattletale entity.
Yeah,
Tattletale's in all caps.
Oh, look at this.
Taken by target victim whilst fleeing.
That's scary. This is the guy we're talking about. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So this is coming for me right now.
Oh no, run. It's gonna come take you. Oh sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Anomalous entity has been named procedurally to limit likelihood of hunting outside of the terminal chamber. Any attempts to communicate or discern the identity of Tattletale outside of this containment cell are to be immediately responded to with lethal force. Personnel who wish to investigate this phenomenon or possess any interest in Tattletale entity are to be considered permanently terminated. Description: anomalous entity confirmed as a biped humanoid standing over 2 meters in height. Torn head covering made from white burlap material and a large aluminum zipper across the oral cavity obstructs its physical features. True name of the entity remains unknown and is not to be investigated further. Procedural codename has been generated for the sake of documentation and will be erased once this terminal has been powered offline. Current codename confirmed in the database as, quote, all caps, Tattletale, end quote. Entity is extremely hostile, known to target those who attempt to investigate or discern its identity. Entity prefers recognizable, popular, and prestigious targets. Attack methods primarily consist of ambushing prey in isolated settings. No known methods of obstructing or restraining entity from its target currently exist. Attempts to hide or relocate from entity have been ineffective. By possessing knowledge of anomaly's existence, you consent to likely termination by Tattletale entity. Addendum 1. First known occurrence of Tattletale entity was discovered within the Blood District of the GOC-operated Urtec Nexus, an infamous region of underground network of interconnected tunnels and sewage systems known for its smuggling of rubedo. Following a surge of murders and disappearances, the GOC requested aid from the Foundation to investigate potential anomalous threats. Dispatch of research team was approved for the investigation by GOC officials under a joint coalition. And it names the personnel here. the potential investigation of potential anomaly. The personnel: Agent Jamie Green, the lead, RS Adam Smith, Sammy Radcliffe, MTF, and Sammy is the MTF caption 99, quote, fires dawn, end quote, apparently. Dr. Stephen House, William Miller, that's us, and that's all at all. Note, body camera footage provided by Agent William Miller. Begin log. Agent Miller arrives to the steps of an oversized steel bulkhead door at an underground Urtech residence. After disengaging the lock and walking inside, Miller enters a large chamber. Pipage runs throughout the ceiling and walls, which extends down into a large hallway with similar bulkhead doors running left and right. Across from Miller stands Dr. Stephen House, who approaches him after stepping over yellow caution tape. House: where have you been? Miller: sorry, traffic bogged me down. House scoffs. House: it's on the right, 3 doors down. Look useful. Miller: I'll try. Miller walks past the caution tape and approaches an already open door. Entering inside, similar pipage runs throughout the ceiling and walls of the large residential room. On the left lays a blood-stained sofa and a messy table. The right wall is lined with kitchen counters and an island. Rats scamper from the top of shelves above the sink. The rest of the house is equally upended. Behind the sofa lies a platform of ragged, blood-stained sheets. An unknown body lies sprawled on the platform, with Radcliffe and Green standing nearby and conversing, the latter taking notes on a digital pad. Several other Foundation personnel are also inside the room, taking samples and recording information. Miller approaches Radcliffe. Radcliffe: there's nothing? No fingerprints? No ID? Miller clears throat. Agent Miller, reporting in. Radcliffe turns to Miller. Don't you know it's rude to interrupt people, Agent? Miller: yes, ma'am. Sorry. Radcliffe: you're late, Miller. Try not to make that a habit in the future. Miller does not reply. Green: as I was saying, we got nothing here, not even a first name. Miller leans in to examine the body. Deep avulsions run across the body's torso. Skin and muscle have been torn off, revealing mangled organs and broken bones. The face displays deep puncture wounds indicative of bite injuries. The entire nose and philtrum are missing, providing a vantage point directly to the back of the victim's throat. Chunks of flesh are adhered to all the nearby wall and dried blood. By dry blood, the nose is nowhere to be found. Miller: do you need anything from me? Radcliffe: take a look around. You're here to help with the investigation, right? Miller: yeah. Radcliffe: then investigate. Miller steps away from the body and approaches the small table sitting in front of the stained sofa. He begins rummaging through the miscellaneous piles of papers and documents stacked on the table. Green, speaking to Radcliffe: are those bite marks? Oh, that was Green. Radcliffe: so a serial killer and a cannibal. Green: that's if this thing's even human. Miller holds up a tattered handwritten note. Quote, in all caps, help, ellipses, workers, unquote, is written above a phone number. Miller places the note in his pocket and proceeds into the bathroom. Blood is sprayed across the tiles, which remain on the walls. The floor is littered with shattered ceramic. Miller, whispering, what the? Miller approaches a nearby ceramic fragment and observes it. Blood sticks to the surface as Miller brushes his fingers against it. The blood itself appears pixelated and distorted to the camera, which now begins to drip from the sides of the fragment. However, after another moment, Miller returns the fragment to the ground. After a slight pause, he steps outside of the bathroom and back into the main room. Radcliffe. Whoever did this didn't care about the mess they made, that's for sure. Green. I noticed that too. But look at all this. The pictures and the family portraits are pristine, almost like they were wiped clean after the killing. Radcliffe. Sounds like it was a personal vendetta. Green. Wouldn't surprise me. Miller steps towards the far counters, walking past several personnel. He spends the next several minutes rummaging through drawers and cabinets, but locates nothing of interest. Radcliffe. Jamie, what's that bruise on your face? Green. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Radcliffe. Looks like a pretty big bruise for it to be nothing. Green. It's not your problem. Radcliffe. Did he hit you? You know that's not healthy. Green. Sammy. Not now, please. Radcliffe. Fine. Miller. Miller pauses and looks towards Radcliffe, who signals him to approach. Is this interesting, guys?
I'm engaged.
Are you guys bored by this?
No.
You're engaged?
No. I am. I'm actually, that's why I'm so quiet. I'm listening to it. They were also saying when they saw the freaking picture, they were spooked out. They were scared. Keep reading. You're doing a really good job too, by the way.
All right. You like it? All right.
Yeah.
I just don't want to bore you guys.
No.
By the way, there's a timer at the top of the page that's ticking down.
Oh,
Let's see on the right. There's a bar, and I'm like a quarter of the way through it, and it's 15 minutes.
Oh, sheesh.
It gave me like half an hour,
Oh,
so I'm only gonna get like halfway, and then it's probably gonna come up with a jump scare.
Oh, probably. Keep going though. We gotta get as much as we can.
Alright, it's probably gonna kick me off after 14 minutes. I don't know what's gonna happen. Miller pauses and looks towards Radcliffe, who signals him to approach. Radcliffe, you look lost. Miller, no, I'm just taking in the scenery. Radcliffe, this is your first time being solo, right? Miller nods in response. Radcliffe, figures. Have you seen anything so far? Miller retrieves the note he stored and hands it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe, I shouldn't have missed this. Good eye, newbie. Radcliffe's motions towards Green, who is taking blood samples from the unknown body. Radcliffe, does, quote, X-Fan, unquote, ring any bells? Green, shaking her head. Not really, but it sounds demonic. Radcliffe, I don't like the sound of, quote, fresh workers, end quote, either. Whoever this was, they definitely hung around some bad company. Great. Green. Wait. Stop. Radcliffe and Miller freeze. Green slowly stands up and steps away from the platform bed. After a moment, the sound of scratching can be heard faintly emanating from the far wall nearby the bed. The other personnel likewise freeze. Radcliffe, this place was supposed to be cleared. Green, it was. Green and Radcliffe both retrieve firearms from their holsters, aiming towards the source of the sounds. Radcliffe, it's in the walls. Miller likewise retrieves his weapon, aiming it downward. After a moment, Radcliffe takes aim. A single shot is fired, piercing the wall. Suddenly, a pipe erupts as steam obstructs the view from the camera. Green and Miller ready themselves to fire. Momentarily, the group pauses before the steam clears and the small creature scurries past the new hole in the wall. Radcliffe. Effing Christ. Under breath. I always forget about those rats. And that's the end of that log. Despite attempts at identifying the remains of the body discovered, Foundation personnel were unable to discern any relevant data. Likewise, none of the surrounding residents were able to attest to the identity of the residence's occupier or provide any information on them. Until further notice, the body, currently identified as Entity Victim 12, remains within the Site 119 morgue for further study and evaluation. Addendum 2. Investigation into the handwritten note discovered within Addendum 1 was authorized by the Physics Division Strike Team 666, quote, Satan's Wrath, end quote. While no perpetrators were detained from the subsequent raid, Satan's Wrath members were able to recover 8 previously missing persons from the unlisted warehouse within the Blood District, the majority of whom were Fae in origin. Upon discovery, the following public announcement was authorized for the citizens of Urtek. From the Physics Division of Urtek's Crime Department. Automated alert message sent to all available devices. Date, January 25th, 2025. 9:30 p.m. GMT +2. Affected regions: Undercity, Blood District, Halfway, Lower Light Line, Outer Districts. Known threat: the aforementioned regions have been placed under preventative watch after increased reports of missing persons and homicides. Possible trafficking of both abnormal and normal residents. Methods unknown. Purpose unknown. Known perpetrators include Blood District demon gangs, numerous. Heightened interest in the following groups: young adults, under 20, developed Fae species, and weaker demons, class 3 and below. Response: curfew, 11 p.m. GMT +2, is to be enacted immediately. Enforcer patrols heightened in the aforementioned regions. Crime units dispatched to unknown hospitals of crime and trade. Residents of Undercity will be tracked down via mobile devices and cybernetics to ensure compliance. Social points, +2,000, awarded for those possessing information relating to any missing persons. All residents are to monitor for suspicious behavior. Residents are not to exit their homes without explicit permission from Class 2 enforcers or above. Criminals suspected and detained for trafficking will be terminated using any and all means available. Failure to comply with the contents of this message will result in permanent detainment. You have been warned. That's the end of the message. Interviews with the recovered trafficking victims were performed by GOC officials and withheld from Foundation involvement per the Joint Coalition Agreement. However, upon the conclusion of these interviews, active personnel were notified of the following. 1. Victims were bought and sold by several unknown parties in Urtek's black markets. The exact specifics of when or where these transactions occurred were unknown. 2. One victim overheard a conversation between unknown parties concerning a new supply of trafficked anomalies. Victim overheard mentions a, quote, forest, unquote, and, quote, magic folk, unquote, but also mentioned that they were unsure of what was stated. 3. Victims were in transit to be supplied to an unknown gang before being retrieved by GOC personnel. 4. One human member of the group had been transferred prior to retrieve supply of potential workers for large gang and never returned. The status of lone member remains unknown. 5. Further intel involving missing member is inconclusive. However, several victims attest that the subject was erratic and highly unstable. With all available testimonies, special interest was raised towards the tall trees of the nameless. And the tall trees of the nameless is all in green for some reason. This all has been in red text. Due to the apparent correlation with the ongoing investigation. An expedition hosted by Agent Sammy Radcliffe and Agent William Miller was approved for the Wandering region, which is in green, to ascertain whether further information. Contact was soon established with One from the Woods, which is in purple, and the following interview was initiated.
They're asking what the timer was at. Did it go
It's
off?
at 6 minutes right now. There's an addendum 3. I'm just scrolling down to see if there's any pictures. It seems like a bunch of interviews. Ooh.
What'd you find?
Alright, I'm skipping down to addendum 3. There's a bunch of incidents with Tattletale. There's an incident. Video footage provided in tandem with surveillance feeds and body camera recordings recovered from Agent William Miller. So Agent William Miller, that's us. We died.
Okay.
I think in this recording. So we were driving an unmarked van. And we pull into a vacant parking lot. As we arrive, the headlights of the vehicle power off. Miller circles the premises once before parking. He freezes as the car engine falters, only stepping onto the pavement after several moments. We draw our firearm. So we go into a building, section 15-22 of a facility. We scan our surroundings. The windows for subsequent units are notably dark, with covers obstructing any viewing inside. Miller approaches the door. He pauses. It is already open. Miller presses his body against the door, pushing it open with his weight. The door opens to a large and expansive warehouse, much larger than the exterior outside. Shelves of miscellaneous equipment and objects are stacked in rows leading from a series of hallways. Okay, I have 4 minutes, so I just gotta skim through this till we die. They're like, Miller, are you here? Miller, Steph. Something crashes. Gun pointed. The room itself appears in the janitor's closet. Water appears to be spilled on the floor. Miller scans his immediate surroundings. After a moment of the camera pauses at the sight of a body. Miller, Stephen. Miller runs to Stephen's house, falling onto his knees. The body itself is damaged. Unknown claw marks are viewable from the top of the upper right shoulder into the lower left hip. Jagged puncture wounds are visible in the hands of the forearms, exposed bone, and whatever. Miller extends his hand to feel for a pulse, but is stopped by House's grasp. Ooh. House. Sputtering. Williams? Miller. Hang on, Stephen. Let me help you. House. I'm not useless. I swear I'm not. Miller. What? House says, run. Something screeches behind Miller. He quickly turns around to see Tattletale Entity lunging towards him. Its zipper is unlatched, exposing blood-stained teeth. Miller attempts to roll towards the right, but the creature lands on top. Entity screeches once more. Miller attempts to attack with his free hand, but is unsuccessful. As he swings, Tattletale Entity lunges at Miller's forearm and bites his exposed flesh. Bone crunches as Miller screams in pain. Miller aims his handgun and fires, which hits the creature's neck. Entity leaps backwards and howls. Miller jumps back onto his feet. Tattletale Entity darts right towards the sole exit, preventing Miller's escape. Miller fires several more rounds into the entity, but it scales upward towards the ceiling. Miller steps back, but slips from House's blood. Miller screams again, and he lands on his damaged arm. Tattletale Entity bares its teeth before lunging after Miller. Miller shields his face with his free arm. Suddenly, a loud gunshot launches the attacker to the far wall. Miller moves his arm to see Radcliffe standing at the entrance, wielding a shotgun. Miller, Sammy, Radcliffe, you need to get out now. Radcliffe steps towards Tattletale Entity and fires once more, knocking it back again. Miller, wait, where did Steph go? He just vanished and I need to get him out. Radcliffe, there's not the time, dumbass. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
We have a minute 21. We have a minute 20 on the timer. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Miller nods before escaping back into the warehouse with Radcliffe following behind. From behind, Tattletale Entity screeches. The duo run towards the opposite hallway and run into row 14. They both crouch and use the shelving as cover. Miller whispering, I can't believe you're here. Radcliffe whispering, you and me both. In the distance, several objects crash to the floor. The sounds of snapping metal can likewise be heard. Miller, what do we do? We're open targets. If we try to book it. Radcliffe, I don't know. Hang on, let me think. 43 seconds, guys. Another sound of snapping metal and falling shelves. This time's closer than before. Miller, we don't have that much time. Radcliffe, all right, head. Find the door now. Radcliffe escapes from cover, ducking back into the nearby hallway. Miller attempts to refute, but instead steps back. Radcliffe, over here. Radcliffe unloads several more shotgun shells, but Miller's camera cannot record her target. The attacker screams as Radcliffe fires. Radcliffe turns back towards Miller. Miller. Radcliffe does it. Get 7 seconds, guys.
Oh my god.
Tattletale Entity screeches once more. Screeching and blurting.
Oh no, what happened?
It just took me.
It just took you?
It just took me to error. Unable to conceptualize haptic feedback protocol for intended target sprite. If you are seeing this error, please contact Foundation Software Support and provide the following automated report for troubling, shooting, and/or assistance.
Oh my god.
It's just like an error message.
Okay. I'm glad it wasn't a jump scare. You didn't get spooked. Can you reload it?
Yeah. The active support notes case says, like, it's a conversation between. Here, I'll be right back. I need to step out for a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Hello guys. Yes, that was a door. I had people coming in and out of my room. Don't worry about that. They just needed to grab something real quick. The fact that you finished reading and the door opened, that just creeped me out. Yes. Some squeaky ass door. I know. I need to put freaking what's it called? What do people put, like, oil on their door? Yeah, oh my god, what a coincidence that once he was done, James said go. Oh no. He was got. Remember guys, I'm about to jump scare right now. Remember, look, this is the thing that we're running from. Oh god, run. Oil. Yeah, with the lube. What is that? The thing that they put in. Yeah, I've been thinking oh no. Georgia found said, I've been thinking I'm fat, taking a pretty look at my body before showering, and I get some body issues, and then I'm only eating breakfast and dinner. No, okay, look. Here's the picture. Isn't that scary? Okay, look. It's spooky. Okay, guys, look. If you guys are having body issues, we're about to get... this is the real terror now. Like, I hope you guys understand that even the pictures that you see of all, like, the skinny models or whatever, people that you think you're supposed to look like are even fake themselves. Like, the models don't even look like that. You feel me? Like, you guys should be able to eat. Don't feel bad for eating. It's a thing that you need to survive. Like, freaking, what can you do but appreciate the body that you got now, because it's the only one you have. And like, if you wanna like start taking care of yourself or whatever, then you start that, but please eat. Please eat. Exactly. Whatever size you guys come in, everybody deserves love and happiness and everything good in this world. Please, you deserve to eat. You deserve to live a great life. Please take care of yourself, guys. That's probably one of what I could say. Yes, you guys, exactly, Reina, exactly. Oh, you guys should give me something else to draw. Look, well, we got Enderwalk, Rambo. I try to mix two of the requests with somebody asked for the Dream Team trick-or-treating, and then somebody else asked for Ghost Stream and George holding hands, so I try to combine it. So give me something else to draw. We got more time, guys. We got more time. Let's see. Let's try to wait it out. Oh fuck. Oh, fridge. Sorry. Jeez. I'm a nut. What should we draw? Or should I just go ham? I can go tiny Tubbo with the wasp. Yeah, has to be spooky. Well, I guess that could be spooky. Techno Ramboon Air fighting for a crown. That's also good. I want one that's gonna take me a little while. It's not Halloween. Yeah, that's true. It's Halloween related. Rambo and Tubbo dancing over a grave. That one's good too. Okay, you guys have some really good suggestions. I get some body issues because my mom like, oh no, no, that's not cool. That's not cool. Like, even if you are a little bit on the chubby side, doesn't mean that people have the right to call you that. And even then, it shouldn't be used as an insult. So what if you're built different? Who cares? Like, why is she gonna make it her business? If she's trying to encourage you to have a healthier lifestyle, she shouldn't do that by putting you down. You do not deserve that, okay? I want you to know that you do not deserve people putting you down because of the way you look. Please don't let whatever toxic things anybody in your life is telling you to get in your head, because it's not true. Alright? It's not true. It's so messed up. Jesus. That's the true horror for today, guys. Freaking people messing y'all up, giving you unnecessary drama. Yeah, I mean, everybody has, times where they could be mean and stuff, but it's also nice to it's like healthy to recognize when they're like stepping over the line. Even if it's somebody that loves you. You just got to be like, hey, back off. That's a bit too much. Like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but you could be more supportive instead of being like that. I think I want to do, what should I do? I like the Rambo and in Tubbo dancing on a grave, but I also do like you guys have good suggestions. You guys are amazing, by the way. I gotta keep reminding you guys that you guys are amazing. You deserve all good things in life. Everything that your little heart desires, you deserve it. I don't care who you are, but it's true. It's true. I don't, everybody deserves all good things. What did we say? We said Tiny Tubbo with the wasp, Techno and Rambo fighting for a crown. Oh no, I'm not every time I give you guys compliments. Oh my god, you guys swear. Thank you. You guys are the nice ones, honestly. You guys are the ones that really make all this worth it. You know, I don't think streaming and all this thing that like just us hanging out would be as worth it if like all you guys were here. It's always a fun time. I think we're either vibing or we're freaking laughing our butts off over something dumb that happened. I think I want to do I guess maybe we can I want to draw something that takes a little bit longer. So the the Arid was it Arid and Techno and who else? There was somebody else as well. Fighting over a crown is good. Oh, and Rambo. I also kind of want to draw Tubbo. Okay, I think I have an idea. I want to draw Tubbo with the scary wasp. Ooh, I'm gonna modify these to make it match the theme. We'll do tiny Tubbo and a huge wasp. I will remember you as a supportive person for when I become famous singer. Plus, you get free tickets to my concert. I am honored. Honestly, I can't wait. I'll be right there. I'll be like, yeah, let's go, Thistle. Let's go, pop. I'll be, yeah, riding a wasp. Exactly. I think I'll do that. I think that's fun. I know, right? I feel like that's the best thing. Even if like, I don't know, this whole YouTube thing, who knows where well this will take us, right? Maybe one day there'll be more than 6 people, but honestly I really like the cozy feeling like that our community brings, right? Because it just feels like we're all chilling and we're all vibing. Like it doesn't have to be a million people, and I don't know, I just think it's nice. I think it's nice. Like literally, even if just one person is watching me, I'm happy. It's literally, that's me. A wasp with a bunch of arms are trying to grab him. Oh, that one's good. Trying to grab him underneath like he's trying to escape. That's good. That's good. Yes, I want to do that. We're combining things. We need the chat heading towards a haunted house. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've only ever been to one haunted house ever in my life. Hold up, we're trying to do this right. Ooh, you guys want to hear a spooky story by me? I was telling my friends this the other day. I was talking about like they had any spooky ghost stories, and I have spooky ghost stories. Okay, you guys want to hear? I'll be the storyteller now that James is gone, which is okay, right? All right. I'll tell you a spooky my experiences with ghosts. I'll try my best again. It's not gonna be perfect. Please don't believe me. That's all I ask. So, I used to live in this old house. I drew you and posted it on my channel. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to look at it after the stream. Thank you guys. Okay, let me start the story. So, I used to live in this old house when I was young, right? This house, it was in a different state. It's not the same state that I live in now. But this house, like, I spent most of my childhood in. Like, and it was a very interesting house because it had a spooky aura. It looked like just any regular house. It was like how would I describe it? I don't know, just think of a little nice little home on like in a tiny neighborhood, because I used to live in a small town, so the population wasn't very big. It was just like nice home, decent. But this house did have spooky aura. Like this house had intense. I feel like every time people would walk into my house, they would just get like my old house. They would have like this intense feeling of like, I don't know, something weird is going on here. So I've been told anyways, right? So I had this one time, right? I don't remember how old I was. I was pretty young, probably like around 2 to 3. No, not that's too young. Like, let's say like 6. I feel like that's probably how old I was. I was probably like 6 years old. So I was a little baby then. But I remember this so very clearly. So like our house was not that big. It had like 3 rooms, and it was like my parents. It was 3 rooms. So it was my parents' room that they shared with my sisters, some of my siblings, and then mine and my other sister's room. And then there was the bathroom, the arbitrary of the freaking bathroom, and it was painted green and it was small. It had like a painting inside of the bathroom thing, and it was one of the first doors when you would walk into the hallway. And so I had to look at a picture of a wasp. I don't know how to draw wasps, but anyways, I'm looking it up. I'm gonna try to speak while I do this. So anyways, it was one of the first doors from my house. Like when you would walk in, the bathroom would be one of the first rooms. And then my room was at the very end of the hallway. That was mine, very end. And I'm trying to find a good picture of a wasp. This one's good. I'm looking off to the side, or maybe I'll pull it up actually. I'll pull it up. It was at the end of my bedroom was at the end of the room. And we had like these dang, this is a huge picture of a wasp. Thank you for whoever subscribed. I think get a subscriber. I'm about to sub to everyone here. Let's go. Yeah, we're just giving each other subs. Let's go. That's a huge wasp. Anyways, so my bedroom, right, it was at the end of the hallway, and we've had these we've had these like weird activities going on before this happened to me, right? So like the bathroom was sort of like had a weird aura around it too. It would like we've seen, I'm pretty sure my parents seen the bathroom light like flash on and off like sometimes before. And I remember late at night, I think it was like in the middle of the night sometime in the middle of the night, but I remember as I woke up from I was sleeping because I needed to go. A bathroom at the end of the hallway is terrible. No, the bathroom's not at the end. I meant to say the bathroom is one of the first doors going to the hallway. My bedroom is. Yeah. My bedroom at the end of the hallway is terrible. It's awful. Yeah. Sorry, I misread that wrong. Yeah. So my bedroom was at the end. I remember one night I just woke up. I needed to go to the bathroom, obviously, right? Nothing out of the ordinary. We all wake up needing to go to the bathroom sometimes, right? I'd rather have that than piss the bed. And so I get up and I walk over to the bathroom. Like I'm at the end of my door. Like I'm peeking over. I'm just like kind of like, I don't know, sleepy but still trying to see what's up. And I peek over at the hallway and I see that the bathroom door is like open and somebody has the lights on, right? And as soon as like I like fully step out of my room, I see the light starts flickering on and off like really fast. It just goes click, 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 like really super quick. And it's just like I thought like somebody was messing with me. Like even my kid brain thought that it was just like one of my siblings or whatever doing stuff to mess with me. It's what I thought. And like I sort of start making my way over, and as soon as I start making my way over, I see this like apparition appear out of nowhere. Like it just like manifests. It was, I don't even know how to describe it. It just sort of comes out of nowhere, and it's sort of this like girl. She's all creepy looking, right? Stereotypical. She looked like almost exactly like the girl from The Grudge. You know what I'm talking about? She had like, here, I'm gonna draw this. Her hair was like, this is the good thing about being an artist. I can sort of explain how things look like, draw. So she was like this girl, and like her hair was in a way like this, right? She had her hair like that. The hair was like really long. I could barely, I don't think I could see like her features. I don't remember anyways now because it's been so long. So her hair was like covering her face, like that. Here, I'm trying to draw that. And like, but she looked like sort of like decomposing. She was like wasn't alive. She didn't have like perfect skin, you know. She was like all like jacked up, and she was like, I'm pretty sure she had like an eye out or something. I don't remember. I'm not too sure, but she did look spooky, and she had like a old century like gown, you know, like she was like dressed in old-timey clothes in a nightgown. She was just like, this thing was just standing outside of my hallway, like at literally going to the bathroom, that freaking thing appears. And I remember just like looking at it. I'm like, what the heck is that? I blink. I'm like kind of frozen for a second, and I freaking book it. I book it to my freaking bedroom. I freaking run in there. I shut the door. I slammed the door shut. I go into my bedroom, and I had the covers over my face because I was so scared. I remember I was shaking, and I was just like, what the? I did like my sister. I shared a room with my sister, but I didn't like want to wake her up for fear of that thing like grabbing me and her. So I literally just like forced myself to go to sleep, even if I was like, I'm literally shaking and pissing my pants. I'm literally shaking and pissing my pants as like this like freaking like 6-year-old trying to figure out what the heck I saw. And like I still have no explanation for that, right? Like I could say like, oh yeah, it's probably like I probably dreamt it or whatever, but like I remember at that night, like no, like I legitimately got up because I wasn't a bedwetter when I was a kid. Like I would go to the bathroom. And so that's something that like I know I did for a fact for sure. Like how, I don't know, how else can you explain it? It could be a million things, right? I'm afraid. Be afraid. Jesus. That's it, I'm done. I listened to the song for the last time and I'm gonna make an animatic of it. Yes, go for it. I can't take it anymore. Y'all cannot stop me. I support you and your animating habits. Just wanted to go to the bathroom too. I know, right? I just needed to go take a piss. And I just was getting...
I think a lot of like ghost stories and ghost apparitions.
Yeah.
Oh, that fits the theme.
What do you mean, like dreaming? What do you
spooky?
What do you
Spooked
mean?
you.
Oh shit, my shit disconnected. Give me a second.
It disconnected.
No. Oh no, we're malfunctioning.
Look.
Okay, I'm back.
Look.
Okay.
It disconnected.
But yeah, I was just telling them my spooky ghost story. I don't know if you heard or how long you were there. James.
I think you've told me about it before.
Yeah. You're like, ghost, bullshit, ghost, not real.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of things can be explained by carbon monoxide in the house. Because I think carbon monoxide is like a mild hallucinogen. Carbon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And
Look.
it's an odorless and a colorless gas. That's common in households.
But yeah, no, I agree. Like, there's a million ways. Like, I could probably explained or something by a scientist who knows shit. I'm just saying what I experienced as a 6-year-old was terrifying. Whether or not that was a hallucination, that scared the shit out of me. That was scary. But there's just been like that house is just notorious for being spooky. I don't know. Freak the frick out. Anyways. Wait, what? Guys, I watched a Barbie movie. What? Okay, don't know what that means. Oh yeah, if you guys what the heck is going on in the chat? Alright. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, yeah, that freaking house, that house gave me nightmares. I've had people like come in there and just immediately get a sense of evilness, and I'm like, same, I live your bestie. Alright, any
You
more
drawing somebody on a wasp right now?
Yes, you like my wasp? It's
very cool.
Thank you. Sort of.
You're welcome.
Oh, I was drawing the thing that I saw when I was young.
On the right?
Yeah,
that's what you saw?
Yeah, but it's more.
This like something out of the
Yeah, it was the
ring
or the grudge. Yeah, I know, that's exactly.
The grudge, yeah.
But I don't think up until that point I didn't see that movie, but I saw it like later in life. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, that's what I could describe it. She had like long hair. I don't think her hair was, I can't remember like the specific because it happened so long ago. But It was definitely a little girl, and she had a nightgown. That's the one thing I remember for sure. She was messing with my lights. I don't know what she wanted from me. I'm trying to move it. Anyways, is there any good stories you guys want to hear from our storyteller, James? I think after I'm done doing this drawing, I think I'm gonna have to call it, but that's probably gonna take a while too, not gonna lie. Sheesh. What was I saying? Frick.
Oh heck.
Oh heck. Oh heck. You like never experienced anything spooky ever, James? Like
Anything spooky?
yeah, like paranormal wise. You've never experienced something like, ooh, what could have that have been? Oh, I can't explain with science and facts and logic. What was that? Type beat.
I have sort of a weird experience. It's a little weird because it involves the death of my grandpa.
Oh shoot, yeah. I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you're not comfortable with it, of course.
Well, like, so I watched him die.
Jeez,
I watched my grandpa die.
That's fucking heavy.
He died from lung cancer. I was 10.
No.
We were in his little bed, like a little hospital bed. Like we knew he was going to die. And like the nurse came and got all of us, said like he's about to go, and it's really sad, and he went. And while everybody was looking away, like after he passed, and as a 10-year-old, like I remember him, like after his heart is, I don't know if this is real or not, or just my mind, but like I remember him smiling at me after everybody looked away.
Yo.
And it was so weird, and like I turned around to see if anyone else was looking, and then I turned back to him, and his face was like before.
Give me a sec.
Like he wasn't smiling. Sure. But like that's the sort of thing that like I can't explain. Or I don't know if that's real or just my mind making up things. So there's that type of stuff that I like can't really explain, but I don't know if I have any ghost stories.
That's freaking that's heavy. That's a lot. Like I couldn't imagine seeing like one of my grandparents passing away and then they just like grin at me. I don't know if I would find that endearing.
It wasn't a sinister grin.
No, obviously. Like it was like
a smile, like everything's gonna be okay.
Oh,
kind of smile.
Oh, that's good. At least I guess he got that, you know, while he was going on to the next, whatever else is next after we die. I feel like that's spooky. It's just like, what the heck is next? Are we just nothing? Are we vibing in the void?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
spooky.
The $1 million question.
It really is. But honestly,
that's the $7.6 billion question everybody wants to know.
Literally. I mean, I feel like I don't know how would you explain that, because it is like you know, when you're passing away, there is like you do sort of there's muscles that are still like active while you pass away, right? So like I don't know if that's I don't know, an indication. Let's see. But I think it is more. I think it's more peaceful.
Dying is gonna be such a weird experience because
yeah. Yeah.
When you die, there's a certain chemical that accumulates in your brain called DMT, dimethyltryptamine, which is a very powerful hallucinogen. so you kind of just trip the heck out as you go out. And I think it's because, like, your brain knows that you're dying, so it tries to numb some of the pain with, like, a very powerful hallucinogen.
No, I've definitely heard of that.
And I think that's what you were experiencing, that one story where you're dragged underwater.
Oh, let me tell that. That story is pretty spooky. I mean, what more spookiness?
Because you saw because you saw like your life flash before your eyes, right?
Yeah. I almost
and I
died,
think that's
guys.
part of it.
I almost died multiple times. Oh god, I don't even know how I'm here, but I'm still kicking it, guys. I'm still here. I'm gonna tell the story James is talking about because I told him this, right? I was young again, a young stupid kid as one is, and we went out to the lake, this lake that we had nearby in this like the place that I was telling the freaking scary house story about too. It was the same state, and it was like this, like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was I think it's a lake, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but the current at the lake was strong. But we went one day, right? And I saw like my cousins, you know how you want to be like the older kids and you want to like chill out and like, oh my god, I want to be just like them, they're so cool because they're older than me, yada yada yada, that whole thing. Like I wanted to hang out with them, but at the time I didn't know how to swim. And so even if I didn't know how to swim, you know, me being a stupid kid, I still wanted to go over there. And then I remember just sort of like making my way towards them, and I don't remember if like I slipped on a rock or something, but I just remember being like dragged away by the water. So like I get dragged out by a thing before it starts to pull me under. Obviously not knowing how to swim and being a young dumb kid, how the heck are you gonna pull yourself up or like get air? So it's just, I have this vivid memory of me being like underwater. You know how the water can be like murky? It was like dark, like this dark sort of aquatic blue, and then I just remember seeing the sun. The sun hit the water, you know, how the light sort of reflect. What the fuck is that word?
Refracts.
Yes, reflect. Frick, yes, the word that
refraction.
Refraction. You know how it just like does that underwater? It sort of hits it, and the rays sort of like scatter. You see it. Like I remember just like floating in the water, like just seeing that, and I'm just like, and then I don't know why, I just like I couldn't hold my breath any longer, so like I just take in this like big lungful of just like water starts rushing into my lungs, and then like I start seeing, like, I guess my memory so far, like me like having all these like experiences as a kid, like where they're good and stuff, and just laughing, and I remember it's just all like sort of had like a golden tint to it, and it was just basically like all the best moments of my life and stuff. But it feels like it goes on forever, but it's just like a second, and all of a sudden I feel like I had a braid on that day, and I feel like this like sharp tug on my head, and I just remember like it was like slow, like my time, like my time stuff was like all messed up, so I thought like it was going really slow, but in reality it happened like under like 1 or 2 seconds. And I just remember being dragged out by my braid, and then all of a sudden like time goes by like super quick, like it's like everything just starts to speed up again, and I just start like fucking throwing up water and stuff, and you know my freaking uncle pulled me out, and I get yelled at. They're like, why the frick would you do that, you're so dumb, yada yada. I was just like, I'm over here like throwing up water, like, bruh, I was about to die, you're over here yelling at me. But yeah, anyways, I legit had my life flash before my eyes, and that was, I don't know, that's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. Yeah, honestly I feel like that's why I'm not like, I don't think I'm freaked out by like death itself, because like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna, however I go out, it's gonna not be as bad, you know, because your brain does do that as a sort of like, you know, it's not as traumatizing, I guess, for some reason. But yeah, it was an experience. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here in the streets. Oh my god, they're just singing Heat Waves in my chat. Alright. Alright. Good for them, good for them. I do have other ones, but other ones are a bit more intense. Jeez. I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, jeez moment. Jeez moment. Exactly. You know, it's just, life is crazy. I have this, like, right, like, I want to believe that everything or whatever has a reasonable explanation, which it probably does, to be fair. But I feel like there's a lot of things that are just kind of, like, unexplained because human knowledge isn't adept enough to really handle that sort of things. So you know how, what I mean is, like, maybe ghosts can be a possibility, but maybe it's not the way that we think, you know? Like, back in the day, back before people knew what was getting people sick, right? Before, like, germ theory and stuff. You get where I'm going? Like, before like germ theory, like, nobody knew what the heck was going on, and they thought it was all these crazy things until, you know, somebody came along and, like, you know, it's actually these, like, freaking microscopic guys that we can't even see causing all this trouble. And so for me, it feels like ghosts and, like, all this paranormal stuff people experience, I feel like the experience is probably real, but maybe not the explanation doesn't, like, correlate to what we think it is. So, like, ghosts or whatever could just be something that we can't really perceive yet. So it's the best way we could describe it is ghost. That's how I view it. Doesn't that make sense? Right? Or am I like... You're like,
What doesn't really make sense?
Oh my god. I said, does it make sense?
I'm sorry.
I said, if it makes sense. Like, if ghosts are a thing, right? If people actually experience phenomenons like that, wouldn't it make more sense that it's just something that we can't really perceive? Just how we couldn't be able to, like, we weren't, at one point in time, we didn't know why people were getting sick until we found out, like, you know, because of bacteria and stuff. Like, we couldn't see what was going on, but we sort of, like, I don't know, man.
So you think that there's still things we can't explain about that type of reality?
Yeah.
Like, there's things to reality that we don't know is there.
Yes, exactly. Just like, okay, this is one thing that's real, like, for the universe, right? We don't know what's really keeping everything together. Like, we have a name for it, like dark matter and dark energy, but we don't know exactly what it is and what it's for. It's like, it's just something that's unexplainable. Like, how can this, like, whatever this is, you know, do all this, like, for the universe? It's literally the glue of the universe. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like humans like to pretend that we know a lot of stuff, which we do, to be fair, but I feel like we don't know everything. And so, I don't know, it's just fun to theorize, like, ooh, it could be gold, ooh, what could it be, what could it be? This was sad. So I was going to the Tower of Terror. It really was terror at this time, with my parents and everyone. It's really loud and my seatbelt is broken. No one hears my panic about not having a seatbelt. Holy, oh my god, I would cry. I would literally, I love this topic. I know, but I would literally, like, go crazy if that happened to me. Just like your seatbelt is loose and everybody's like about to have a good time, you think everything's gonna be safe, and then you're just gonna freaking die. No, this one.
Have you seen those have you seen those videos of what's it called? Like the thing where you strap in and it flings you up on like a catapult.
A slingshot?
No, like a slingshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little slingshot ride at some carnivals. I've seen videos of like the ride operators like sort of scaring people by saying like dropping a bolt. Or being like, oh gosh, that's not supposed to happen, and then they pull the lever and they go into the air and they go, ah.
That's so evil.
And so yeah, to be honest, that's exactly what I would do if I was one of the ride operators.
You're so jaded.
Or like they would be like, they would talk about the seatbelts, like, yo, you need to pull up on the seatbelt. Okay, your seatbelt's a little loose, and like they call over the radio, okay, we got two belts completely loose on the ride here, and then they pull the lever.
Oh my god, That is so terrifying. I would have actually
That's
shat myself.
exactly what I would do.
I would have actually shat myself. That's freaking horrifying. Are you telling me if somebody did that to you, you wouldn't be like, oh, what the heck? Like you didn't have the tidbit of knowledge that you have now. But if somebody just drops that on you while you're going on a scary roller coaster, would you not shit yourself?
I mean, I would be scared for sure, yeah.
Exactly. Roller coasters are fun. But God,
I haven't been on a roller coaster in years.
What? What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Years and years.
What?
Gives me a headache.
Really?
Every time I go on one, it gives me a headache.
Oh my God. If you didn't have headaches, would you enjoy roller coasters?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you're redeemable, I guess. Roller coasters are so fun. I cannot imagine like just having.
Would you rather go on a roller coaster or do bumper cars?
Or
Or no, not bumper cars. Go-karts.
Go-karts.
Go-karts are roller coasters.
I never been on a go-kart. I have no clue if I would enjoy
What?
it.
What?
I've never been.
Go-karts are fun.
I done what's it called? Bumper cars. That shit, I almost fucking got a concussion, but it was fun.
That crap minus that crap.
Oh, that dingly poop.
that dang thing.
That dang thing. Minus thoughts on a karaoke stream. Oh my God, James would enjoy that. I would not. You guys would not enjoy hearing my terrible voice. It would not be fun.
Her voice is not bad, Chat.
It's awful. James is just saying that. He's just saying that. He's not. It's awful. It's doo-doo caca.
I keep it 100. I keep it 100 p.
He's capping. I mean, I feel like it would be fun, but I probably would not take it seriously, and I would not sing. I would not actually try to sing. That's fun. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that in mind next time. Thistle said, I'm scared for my life, and my mom and dad do an X shape with their arms so I don't die. What the heck? We dropped near the max amount, and I got scared because with each drop I lifted higher off the seats. Holy crap!
Oh my goodness, that's a crazy story.
Oh my God. I've my cousin told me this one time. So you ever been, you know what Six Flags is?
Yeah.
Okay, so they had this ride called the Goliath, and this is like, it's this big roller coaster with this huge drop, like it's really big. And my cousin's pretty skinny, and I remember he said that once he was being strapped down, right, he didn't really notice it at first, but like once he was getting to like this, like the huge, I don't even know how tall this was, but it's really huge, the drop, he felt that the belt was loose, and once he was going down, he like felt himself like start to freaking like lift up from the seat. He said he was like shitting himself. he like thought he was gonna fucking die.
Crapping himself. Yeah. All over the seat.
Jesus. Basically, he might as well be. Fudge. I could not. I would cry. No, Six Flags is sick though. If you ever go to like the West, Six Flags is such a cool amusement park, cause like they have this is my favorite ride. It's so like you go around the whole theme park, but like you're kind of like strapped and you're like dangling, your feet are dangling and you're looking down. That shit's tight. It's so scary, but it's tight.
Oh, like the Batman or something, or like the Mr. Freeze, those rides.
Think so. If your feet are dangling down and you're sort of facing downward, then yes. Like you're looking like under you, basically. Like you're angled to the point where you're looking down.
Oh my goodness. Thistle says the last drop was the most terrifying because my mom's hand slipped and we dropped, so I only had my dad. As I lifted off the seat for more than a foot in the air with my only dad's hand for help.
Oh my God. That's so scary. I don't think I've ever had like a malfunction like that where you're just freaking flying off a roller coaster. Thank God. Wait.
Minus, you ever had a concussion?
No, thank God.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank God.
My brother had a couple.
How do you know if you have a concussion, or like how can you tell from like a regular like head bump?
You got a lot of headaches. You can have like mild trauma, like a mild concussion. You got like a bunch of headaches and you don't think clearly, but a concussion is not fun. Like you have to like stay on the couch and like have your eyes closed and just basically sleep through it.
Really? I thought you're not
Yeah,
supposed
it's not
to do
fun.
that. I thought you're not supposed to do like close your eyes and just like prowl through. Like apparently if you do, you'll die. That's what I've heard.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, like I remember somebody bumped their head and they're like, "No, don't go to sleep. Don't lay down, like you gotta handle it." And like you're gonna die if you do. I'm like, what the hell? What?
No, you're supposed to let your brain rest.
Damn.
I think. You're not gonna die if you have a concussion.
Huh. Lord Rex had underwater a land park. I think this is when I was little. My stepdad got dipping dots when he was walking back to where me and my mom was. He tripped and spilled the dipping dots, and I cried over the dots. Lol. That is pretty traumatizing.
I've never had Dippin' Dots before.
Really?
It's
You
like ice
never-
cream, right?
Yes, you never had Dippin' Dots?
No.
They're pretty. They're not like. It's fine if you get the like different flavored ones. Those are really good. But like the regular one is not all that.
Not all that.
No, like the cotton candy one is really good. I'd say. Yeah, cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Alright, I think I'm done with the... Alright, look guys. Look at this. We've been going for 2 hours. I think I gotta call it on the stream, but look at we're gonna look through the art that we've had. The freaking Tubbo running on a wasp while hands are reaching out. I could have executed this a lot better, but here we are. Distracted. We got that one, and then we got the Enderwalk Rambo, and then the little Dream Team comic thing, whatever. But thank you guys for coming. I had a fun. Thank James for being here with me and telling us spooky stories to get us in the mood for Halloween.
Spooky story. Spooky times.
Yes, it was great. It was great. I had fun. You want to say goodbye, James? You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye, chat. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for leaving a like. Thanks for supporting Minus.
Yay! You literally said everything that I was gonna say. But thank you. Thank you, James, for coming. Also, James has a YouTube channel. Subscribe. He has covers. Since he's not gonna promote himself, I'm gonna do it for him. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to him. Okay, guys. Bye. Thanks for coming.